Vice President Nana Jane also pledged 4 months of her salary to the Mahama Cares Fund, and I have since directed that every government appointee of mine should contribute at least the equivalent of 1 month's salary to the fund. This includes CEOs and all other appointees. I encourage every Ghanaian to contribute as you are willing and able. The short code for the contributions across all mobile networks is *225#. *2.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
"120 days of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama." Yes, we'll be about the days show right here on Sam Flex TV. I'm going to there. Better had not juicy, solid, authentic, succulent, gist information. Now the bro and they will pen, paper, paper, book here, and diarrhea. Not cheddar and some number about to John day. Or your puduo, because a puduo, man can pue. Mr. Puduo. Yes, I have a son of my better had day. Ye care, you care campaign time. His Excellency, then presidential candidate, the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, or the 72 year there. Say, you may have done in a Ghana for yet to Abaman yin as president, or in Yamibia obey within 120 days. Within 120 days, you know, or outlining in Yamibia, or then obey even before we run ne first and just 120 days, or outlining in Yamibia obey. Yes, ended that 7th May 2025. No, 120 days. Nande amenawo. Although we commemorate one my speech about 120 days. I can't send ya why. Now answer. You better watch a video no, and I ever feed no. You better President Flagstaff House, and any President Mahama kwa come on in Yama obekede obey 120 days no. Mukomubu me outline in Yamabia, Mahama Kede Oba Obeye. Number one, I say 14 days into after no swearing in, 40 days after swearing in, Oba make sure they we are appointing the cabinet ministers, MCs, DCs, na Oba appoint one for no tour. You say, oh yeah, within that 14 days, and not even 1 day but toda. Again, also about appointing 60 ministers and deputies for also tour and again obey a code of conduct amani cabinet ministers and ane staffers na on one be adwuma no ohwe ye no so twa to nchen ye and again 24-hour economy, the almighty 24-hour economy ye is Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the Osi ye okay there. Within 120 days in office as a newly elected president of the Republic of Ghana, Oba, e-levy, betting tax, emission tax, all the tax, boiler tax, sleeping tax, eating tax, all the tax. Also Oba, within 120 days, you know, for Tunchen. Now answer more communo. Woman, your question is Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the commemoration or commemorating on 120 days in office.
I promise to nominate the complete list of cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval within the first 14 days and to constitute the leanest and most efficient government under the Fourth Republic within the first 90 days. As promised, I announced the complete list of my cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval within the first 14 days of being sworn in. They were all successfully vetted and approved, and they have hit the ground running. Indeed, I have so far appointed only 56 ministers and deputies so far, the smallest number of ministers and deputies appointed by any president in the Fourth Republic. We've also nominated our metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives, and they are going through the various phases of confirmation to complete the formation of our governance team at the local level. Establishing a robust code of conduct. I have committed to establishing a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials to instill integrity and accountability from day one. Building on my previous efforts, we have reworked and finalized a significantly improved version of the Code of Conduct for Government Appointees. The comprehensive document launched last Monday addresses new areas including a prohibition on purchasing state property directly or indirectly, regulations regarding hampers, and clear monetary limits for official gifts. I've left my appointees in no doubt that I'll bring down the hammer swiftly and strongly if they breach any of these provisions. We promise to hold a national economic dialogue within the first 90 days to understand the state of our economy and build consensus on the way forward. On March 3rd and 4th, 2025, the Government of Ghana convened the National Economic Dialogue at the Accra International Conference Center, bringing together partners including the private sector, civil society organizations, traditional authorities, and academia. The participants presented a comprehensive report with clear recommendations to restore macroeconomic stability and regain confidence in our economy. These included enhancing fiscal and monetary coordination, reviewing the foreign exchange regime, implementing major tax reforms, overhauling the public financial management system, reforming state-owned enterprises, strengthening expenditure controls, establishing a credible medium-term expenditure framework, promoting strict fiscal discipline on the part of government, and aggressively pursuing inclusive growth. The implementation of these recommendations has begun to yield results. The currency is becoming fairly stable, inflation is inching downwards, and we have reduced the excessive borrowing that had become the trademark of past governments. The report also provided valuable advice on promoting industrialized agriculture and aligning skills development with national priorities. We've taken this advice seriously, and implementation is underway, guiding our economic policy decisions. Following the recommendations of the National Economic Dialogue, we've amended the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921, to introduce a debt rule that aims to reduce the ratio of debt to GDP to 45% by the year 2034. We've also established an operational rule to post an annual primary surplus of at least 1.5% of GDP on a commitment basis. The amendment also allows for the establishment of an independent fiscal council to monitor the government's adherence to the fiscal rules. This reform was executed in April 2025 before the September 2025 deadline under the IMF-supported program. What is also new about this law is the sanctions associated with breaches of the fiscal rules, which extend beyond just the Minister for Finance to include all ministers of state and heads of covered entities whose actions or inactions contribute to the fiscal slippages. Government has commissioned the Auditor General and 2 international audit firms to audit payables and commitments to validate their legitimacy and values and provide recommendation for corrective measures. An amendment of the Public Procurement Act has also been passed, making the issuance of a commitment certificate by the Minister for Finance a prerequisite for all procurements funded by the central government. Scrapping draconian taxes to alleviate hardship and ease the high cost of doing business. I promise to scrap the e-levy, the COVID levy, the 10% levy on bet winnings, and the emissions levy within my first 90 days in office. These tax expenditure measures were central to our 2025 budget statement. On April 2nd, 2025, I signed several bills into law, including the Electronic Transfer Levy e-levy repeal bill 2025, the emissions levy repeal bill, and the betting tax. We have delivered on 3 of these 4 specific tax repeals as promised. The COVID levy has intricate linkages to the existing IMF program. As a value-added tax, we have agreed with our multilateral partners to include it in our overall VAT rationalization exercise that is scheduled for September this year. We've significantly exceeded our 120-day promises regarding overall tax reform by enacting other critical bills such as the Value-Added Tax Amendment Bill, the Income Tax Amendment Bill, the removal of VAT on motor vehicles, the Public Financial Management Bill, the Growth and Sustainability Levy Act, the Earmarked Funds Capping and Realignment Bill, the Gold Board Bill, the Energy Sector Levy Bill, and the Petroleum Revenue Amendment Bill. This swift legislative action underscores our commitment to providing relief and creating a more favorable economic environment. Reviewing taxes on industrial and agricultural imports. We're committed to reviewing taxes and levies on vehicles and equipment imported for industrial and agricultural purposes within our first 90 days. My government has initiated the crucial review process. The results of this comprehensive review will guide policy decisions and be incorporated into the 2025 mid-year budget review and subsequently the 2026 budget, ensuring that we support these vital sectors effectively. Commencing the 24-hour economy policy. One of our signature policies for job creation and economic transformation is the 24-hour economy policy. We promise to commence drafting the needed legal amendments and prepare for its implementation within the first 120 days. The program is designed to drive structural transformation across our economy, built on pillars aimed at revamping key sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism. The program rollout has commenced in earnest. The 24-hour Secretariat is collaborating with the Development Bank of Ghana and the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund to operationalize financing pillars for this program. Cabinet has approved amendments to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act and the Labour Act to include specific clauses regarding 24-hour operations. These amendments aim to enhance social protection, create an enabling environment for the 24-hour economy policy, and promote conducive business and labor relations. Already several businesses are lining up to sign on to this policy. Some tangible actions have also been taken. The Ghana Investment Promotion Center has launched 24-hour premium services to eliminate processing delays for investors. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has launched a 24-hour passport service with the passport application headquarters operating 24/7. The DVLA used a 24-hour service to clear a long-standing 18 months backlog of licenses and will soon commission a new 24-hour service office at Adenta in Accra. The Youth Employment Agency is set to launch the Graduates and Corporate Support GRICS program, which will attach graduates to firms operating 24 hours a day. This program is targeting 20,000 graduates. The YEA is also partnering with security agencies, the fire, police, immigration services, to provide security for 24-hour firms and is working towards training and deploying 23,000.
Yes, that is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Or commemorating 120 days in office. On the same day, Tuja. The Masana Mokomu book him. All of this speech, no so, or hono, the church and Sembi, and your mamma will make sure that, or yea, and now one yet. You could book him. I say, 14 days to appoint cabinet ministers and pa or the or senior year. Okay, about appointing 60 ministers, but ministers and deputy. But as at now, we're appointing 56 ministers and deputy out of 60. The smallest ever ministers in the Republic of Ghana are among all the presidents who have Sonko. The minimum 240 on the Mahina ministers, but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in order to reset Ghana or reset Ghana or Ghana you know also do drastically about 56 ministers and deputies and also code of conduct. Now say hadi ana metra hadi mebe the code of conduct His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the tuja there a minister pone obi chawade 20,000 Ghana cedis be declare from Ghana declare as state owned property chide nanka say ashade kere we do 20,000 but Ghana the man this side here use into how they a bit may use or say hammer eti do hammer bi ni hammer onye hammer we beat maker and manager or ya hammer of discipline as mo be pushing a push na hammer no odbobo ti dey panyan is either ebeko suspension ebeko we obe dismiss or cry and never resign into ankasa nyame edi ye wa edi bo brawo ministry hono hwe jibuki and a code of conduct na for bo bra na for bo bra na ko je nyame bia na oboto no ponda on Juhutu. It's either Bama resign so that I do nyam and anakasa obeden obesako obomo total dismissal. One one declare one asset no anakasa waka 3 months pay no wako but already nakasa ministers and cabinet ministers including on and vice 1 month pay one no call Mahama care for the health. It is obi and declare one asset 3 months plus 1 month salary no or then half of it. You bon remind 90 days to hold an economic dialogue to understand the state of our economy. And Pa Mahama during the campaign tour okay there obo hold the economic dialogue obe share all stakeholders no one bon come hwehwe come there economy no out then na abade na ebeye na save economy no and Pa or Accra or or free all the stakeholders VGRA one anon gold one year will be share traditional rulers 1 year will share no then what the year what the 2 year what general on how what they then what the economy basically and I'm sure say we are seeing some changes you changes at first if you can dollar there obey a bit there a on be so down because dollar some people deal in dollars into dollars no kosora no one's winning allergy but dollar no performer or affect one kasa but yes still a bit super there dollar needed or perform cra so that enyama ye to no borrow nyeden because a dollar no kosora enyama no bo yeden you are seeing some drastic changes can cra this year we can say dollar is 13 series from 15 and 16 series or perform to 10 or it's a dollar 13 series and 24-hour economy. The 24-hour economy. I want na asam no wono. What na asam no wono. Why ye ana onye. Ose according to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Also a set committee. One should 24-hour economy. How to implement and how to make this a reality. Because echo outside echo abrochimema what 24-hour economy. But why the committee no start partially with some of the government sectors. Now all chen our training yes our training there obia like commission be the full solid implementation about affect obia Ghana be it private institution and government institution but since the government institutions so a be run 24-hour economy. Yambo handing a war around the 24-hour economy. About Ghana is investment promotion center. Yes, in order to promote in Yamano, these people are running 24-hour economy. Now, they're in collaboration with the Minister of Foreign Affairs with passport office. Since you're a passport officer, they are running 24-hour economy to other passports are apply for passport. Yes, we apply for passport. Up now, once I can one passport. It's onam the ministry there. Okuja to Ablakwa minister honorable was start with 24-hour economy to clear all that backlog of passport. Ogua one year wage jumano. And this year, passport officer was 24-hour economy. And again, DVLA license. I'm going to apply for license. Up to now, we apply for way some 2018, 2017 one up to now one sanka one license. Yes, this Saturday, past DVLA will run a 24-hour economy in order to clear all one sanka one Mr. Passport. Hey, Adam make a passport to them. One license. One sanka one license to clear all them. No, Onchel, Ghana, Accra, the capital city of Ghana. What about 24-hour economy office for DVLA? One denta Onchel Obeba. And again, YEN, that is the YEA, the Youth Agency, Youth Employment Agency, yes, Youth Employment Agency. Onchel. Once about employee youth, able youth. One of the security service or eco fire, eco police, eco ambulance, eco info. What about employ youth no put no eco good them security service in order to protect and a 24-hour economy implementation is now whatever banner so that we enough security personnel so open the nam chrome so that what obianfa and the bon be and on to. And again 24-hour policing. Eco police service cinema, police service cinema, or 24-hour policing, patrol teams, we say police, the police I had down. What's an eco policeman? What's a policeman I had down? Because we want to work 24-hour economy. Intina ampa eco chroma, indeed ampa. And I can testify to it, yes. Police in the eco and unfit no patrol team no or local. Ebi so one year no one nam fiche or achieving ana the okay oben onye ya comment section where then bra number 2 nyama na yan say the ye bo hwehwem na atwaman there is excellency ekede he 24-hour economy eba within 120 days no eba a day ba enye nipa ebo ha na adwobeti where then odiado into member comment section ho na made sharoba ye sharoba wa hade or ye na edi to ye asam ne ba ye be che na adwen na edi ye era to ye. This is the Desert Show right here on Sammy Flexi. Momo refer the Desert Show is proudly sponsored by Shaxi and Green Select Glucometer. One somasen meden na me dey show the Desert Show with the bro and the baby. And again to my one and only producer Sammy Tuga Graphics, I say salute you. I'm out.
Check now, check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level, fa check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.